Hello, this is Resource of the Week with SolanoConnex, Mental Health, Service Access, and You. My name is Valentina Kelly.
And I'm Elena Starr. And this week we're meeting with Kevin Phillips, Executive Director at Archway Recovery Services. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Doing okay. It's good to see you guys.
Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're really excited to learn about everything you guys do.
Yeah, glad to help. Glad to be here.
Can you just first, to start off, can you just tell us a little bit about Archway? You know, what you guys do or what you specialize in?
Sure. We've been around for over 25 years. We've experienced a lot of growth over the past 2 or 3 years. A lot of that has to do with the rollout of the drug Medi-Cal organized delivery system, the Department of Healthcare Services. We provide continuum of care in addiction treatment, substance use disorder. And so we provide the highest level of care, detoxification services, and roll that right into long-term residential treatment. When a person successfully completes long-range residential treatment, we call it LRT, they are then eligible to move into our sober living house. We have 5 sober living environments, and there's no fee for that. For now, that's no charge. And they continue in our intensive outpatient program, where they continue with psychoeducation groups and process groups and individual counseling. And then when they graduate from the program, they can continue to receive support through our recovery services program. So the goal is to take people all the way through the process with the hope of achieving long-term recovery.
Wow, that's amazing that you see them all the way through. Who can access these services? Are there any limitations on who has access to them?
We do not yet have a women's residential treatment program. So our detoxification services and residential treatment are for men only, but women do participate in our intensive outpatient program, and we do not have a women's house yet. I'm always looking for new facilities. You know, our need is so great in our region. We're just opening a new house that's being furnished today, actually, for men.
Awesome.
And it'll, our first resident will move in on the 21st. So I'm always looking for new residences that we can lease or buy to support, you know, these very vulnerable people who need our services and are so widely misunderstood in our community.
Wow. Yeah, no, I can't imagine what the need looks like. Do you guys serve all of Solano County?
We serve all of Solano County and then also other counties in Northern California that are part of a consortium of counties under drug Medi-Cal. It includes Siskiyou, Humboldt, Shasta County, all those wilderness regions in Northern California.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've had clients come down from Siskiyou County.
So it sounds like the services that you mentioned, because it sounds like you guys really see people through kind of the whole process of recovery. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. And so it sounds like you have a few different services. So if somebody wanted to sign up for services, like what does the starting point, I guess, kind of look like, or what does that process look like to get services?
Well, they can land on our website, archwayrecovery.org, and there's a phone number there. They can call the phone number, and one of our staff will pick up the phone, and they'll ask a few questions, some brief screening questions to see if they qualify for the program. Qualification means that they present with a need for the services we provide, or at least appear to. And then we'll also qualify them in terms of their eligibility, in terms of their payer source. So most of the people that we serve are Medi-Cal subscribers. Every now and then we get a phone call for someone who's not on Medi-Cal but have private insurance, and we'll seek a single case agreement with their insurance carrier. And from time to time, we have folks who come in and they want to self-pay for whatever reason.
Okay.
But most 95% of our clients are Medi-Cal.
And are they usually referred, or do you accept walk-ins?
We accept walk-ins. We get a lot of referrals. Most of our referrals come from a local emergency department. So North Bay Emergency Department will call us if someone comes there and they're in need of detox. We get referrals from Solano County District Court. We get referrals from the probation department. We get referrals from Child Welfare Services. We get referrals from Solano County Behavioral Health. Those are our primary partners.
And I wanted to ask, how long does the time commitment kind of look like? So if somebody were to enter, I mean, I guess it might depend on what services they need, but how long could somebody expect to be using services or stay with you guys, or are there limitations to length of time?
Well, if a person comes in needing detoxification and they're motivated,
Mhm.
they could be with us for 6 months to a year.
Okay.
And in addition to our addiction treatment, we also provide job development support and housing support. We talk about having 3 pillars of recovery, and they are stable relationships, stable employment, and stable housing. And what people think about what people think of in terms of addiction treatment, the behavioral component of that are skills that help them learn to regulate their emotions and to be in healthier relationship with other people. So when someone's in an addictive process, their life zeroes down. It becomes really restricted to drug seeking and drug using behavior. And so people trapped in that experience alienate family and friends and employers. And so the coming back from that experience requires relearning how to be in a mutually respectful relationship with others. So that means not only do they learn how to express and recognize the dignity of another human being, they also learn how to embrace their own personal dignity and how to be in relationship with others in which they respectfully request that other person treat them with respect.
Yeah.
The respect is a two-way street. And a lot of the emotional entanglements that drive drug-seeking behavior is resentment and bitterness and anger and feelings of abandonment and isolation that are a function of not feeling respected as a human being. And so a lot of the work we do with our clients is helping them to build that foundation so they can address often the shame that they feel coming to treatment, or the hopelessness or despair they feel. They've tried to stop using over and over again, and they've failed, and so they feel like failures. And so a lot of our work is helping people to embrace truth that they may have failed, but they are not a failure. That's a lot of work.
And at this time, are you offering services in languages other than English?
Not this time. We're desperately seeking a Spanish-speaking AOD counselor. We've got some, I just applied for an internship program with Department of Healthcare Services to help us increase the diversity of our staff. We actually have an intern who speaks Tagalog. She's from the Philippines. That's handy, but we need a native Spanish speaker who can be culturally attuned to our Spanish-speaking population. So we're always looking for good people.
Is there anything else that you wanted to add that we didn't give you a chance to touch on or speak about?
The only thing I would add is just to acknowledge the stigma associated with seeking services. Any behavioral health condition that a person may have is a challenge in itself. But when there's a social stigma associated with it, it makes seeking services very, very difficult. And if I want to put a message out there, I just want to say it's okay. No, it's okay to be sick. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be trapped in an addictive process. And you don't have to stay in that place. there is hope and there's help. But yeah, I tell parents who are feeling despair about their adult children, I say, look, if your son or daughter is going to have a mental illness, substance use disorder is the one that you want them to have, because there is recovery from that, and we can't help.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for taking this time to speak with us today and to teach us a little bit more about the services that Archway provides. To learn more about this resource, check out the link in our post. We also want to remind you that if you're looking for other mental and emotional health resources, you can visit SolanoConnex.org, which is CONNEX.org. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, guys.